Hey brothers and sisters, this is just a quick message. I had to put this out there because it's important. So Trump was just talking about how China broke the deal and they broke the treaty, and all of a sudden the other day I was reading this, and I don't know if it has association to this, but it sounds about right. And it's talking in reference to the king of Babylon. This might be different, but this is what the Lord says. And this is Ezekiel 17, verse 12. And at the very middle of it says, the king of Babylon went to Jerusalem. That's me. He went to Jerusalem and carried off my king and my nobles, bringing them back with him to Babylon. Then he took a member of the royal family and made a treaty with him, putting him under oath. He also carried away the leading men of the land, so that the kingdom would be brought low, unable to rise again, surviving only by keeping his treaty. But the king rebelled against him by sending his envoys to Egypt, which is Georgia, to get horses and a large army. Will he succeed? Will he who does such things escape? Will he break the treaty and yet escape? As surely as I live, declares the sovereign Lord, he shall die in Babylon, in the land of the king who put him on the throne, whose oath he despised and whose treaty he broke. Pharaoh with his mighty army and great hoarding will be of no help to him in war. When ramps are built and sage works erected to destroy many lives, he despised the oath by breaking the covenant, and because he had given his hand in pledge and yet did all of these things, he shall not escape. And those are God's words. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says, as surely as I live, I will repay him for despising my oath and breaking my covenant. I will spread my net for him, and he will be caught in my snare. And I will bring him to Babylon and execute judgment on him there, because he was unfaithful to me. All his choice troops will fall by the sword, and the survivors will be scattered to the winds. Then you will know that he is the sovereign Lord, and he has spoken. This is what the sovereign Lord says. I myself will take a shoot from the very top of the cedar and plant it. I will plant it on a high and lofty mountain, and on the mountain heights of Israel I will plant it, and it will produce branches and bear fruit, and become a splendor cedar. Birds of every kind will nest in it, and they will find shelter in the shade of its branches. And all the trees of the forest will know that he, the Lord, brings down the tall tree and makes the low tree grow tall. Do you understand that? He takes the people that people make fun of, like me, and the ones that mock me, the lowest trees, right? And he builds them up and makes them the best. And then the ones that think they're so wise and the best, he brings them low and humbles them and then he makes them really low. So basically that's what it's talking about when it's referencing to the tree. He takes the high tree and brings it low and makes the low tree rise. It even says, Israel will bud and blossom and fill the world with my fruit. And he is taking, because all the wickedness that has been going on at Babylon, the king of Babylon that took away my king, and did these horrible, horrible things. That's the male version of Satan, and the female version is Caleb. I'm not going to get into that right now, but it's saying that he's going to die in Babylon, and those are God's words because he broke the treaty. And they just said they broke a treaty with China, so I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know when this is all taking place. I know things are heating up, but to look up, because Jesus is coming with his mighty wrath to destroy the wicked and anyone who comes against his anointed, anyone who comes against his people, and he will destroy them with his mighty wrath and build up his people. And he's about ready to return, so we need to, just be looking. But I wanted to give that message out there and hope that helps someone, because God does not let the guilty go unpunished. It is written, he gives the afflicted their rights, and he will not keep the wicked alive. Just look up, because those devils are going down.